Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban has sharply criticized the European Union's handling of the Ukraine conflict, accusing Brussels of deliberately stalling efforts by Russia and the United States to reach a peace agreement. Speaking during the Istvan Pastor Prize ceremony, held in Budapest during Serbian President Aleksandar Vucic's visit, Orban described the EU's approach as reckless and counterproductive, likening it to a gambler trying to change the rules despite holding a bad hand. According to Orban, while the Americans and the Russians are actively negotiating over the future of Ukraine, European officials are merely waiting on the sidelines, observing through a metaphorical keyhole, and, in his words, Europe is still plotting war while everyone else is negotiating for peace. He argued that Western Europe's insistence on maintaining a hostile stance toward Russia, coupled with its preoccupation with war propaganda, has caused the bloc to rapidly lose what influence it still has on the global stage. Orban's remarks came in response to a leaked U.S. peace proposal, reportedly a 28-point plan that calls for Ukraine to abandon its NATO ambitions, drop certain territorial claims, and cap its military at 600,000 troops. According to the leaks, the proposal caught Western European allies off guard, prompting them to draft a counterproposal that altered or removed key elements of the U.S. plan, a move strongly opposed by Moscow. Highlighting the danger of this approach, Orban warned that Europe's current policy could endanger the entire continent. He emphasized that international diplomacy requires credibility and consistency, pointing out that a party attempting to rewrite the rules while holding a weak position cannot effectively participate in serious negotiations, whether at a village pub or at the global level. A longtime critic of Brussels, Orban has repeatedly opposed sanctions on Russia and has called for engagement rather than confrontation. Last month, he even offered Budapest as a potential venue for a summit between Russian President Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Donald Trump, positioning Hungary as a possible neutral ground to facilitate dialogue. His comments underscore not only his criticism of the EU but also his broader stance that Western Europe's aggressive posture toward Russia risks prolonging the conflict and destabilizing the region further, while the United States and Russia take the lead in negotiating the future of Ukraine.